Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are looking at the Transformers Shattered Glass Ultra Magnus. And first of all, this guy is badass. We are actually going to take a very quick look at the head of this guy first, because this is really friggin' cool. So, this guy has two heads. We're taking off the Magnus shoulders as well, just so that no confusion here. This guy comes with two heads, and we're getting this out of the way because I don't want to talk about this. Because it's cool, but also kind of like, it's a Magnus. You're getting two heads with this guy. You're getting this awesome demon skull-faced head that has a very, very vague resemblance to Ultra Magnus. And then you're also getting just movie Ultra Magnus, or like G1 Ultra Magnus, just in red. So you can make either Shatter Glass Ultra Magnus or Die Stand. That's about it for the head. And to change the head, pull the demon head off. Put the Die Stand head on. Come on. And there you go. Now you have Die Stand head, or in the comics, just the hologram head that Magnus projects for some unknown reason to me. Either he's embarrassed by the skull face, or he's trying to put on this air of mystique. But screw that demon face, because he's a demon. And we're putting back on the shoulder pads. The shoulder pads of doom. And for accessories, this guy comes with a sword. The same sword that G2 Laser Prime came with, so it can... Oop. I just dropped the sword. So you can have him wielding an axe and doing nothing with the sword, because they didn't get rid of the red bumps on here. So you can't actually hold the sword, because it's like right there. But Shattered Glass Prime can. And that looks pretty cool, actually. And then he also comes with a silver matrix of leadership with a red core in it. And that's actually really cool looking. It's just done in, silver. Or it's done in a clear red plastic and then just painted over silver. Yeah. It's actually really... This is cool. I actually enjoy the... I enjoy some of the accessories with... Actually, I enjoy all of the accessories. They're all really fun. And then you can just, do what Laser Prime does. Put the matrix in the hilt of the sword, and you have this awesome Energon sword. Put that off to the side, and then you come to his blaster. It is your base Ultra Magnus blaster. Here's the... my tongue's not working. Here you have the standard Ultra Magnus blaster. Here you have it in red. Now, I did kind of modify this gun a wee bit. I added some super glue to the sides, because I find that these guns are very, very loose in the hand. You can see, like, there's very little force I have to, apply to get it to spin around. But with this one, like, I actually have to, I can't just flip. Well, I guess I can, but it's a lot more stable. So I'm probably going to end up doing that to this gun as well. For articulation, like I showed, the head is on a ball joint, so you can spin all the way around, go woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. You can be the Exorcist.
I see you, Larry. I see you.
Scare the crap out of some of the other wreckers. Let's see here. Shoulders are on a... Actually, I guess... You can spin the shoulders around 360. Thankfully, there's nothing in the back that gets in the way of it. And the shoulders can go all the way out. So you can have him doing the Siege Magnus pose of... You cannot enter... Because he is Magnus, I can't do the Suck It Magnus bit. Curse you, Ultra Magnus! You ruined the bit. You ruined it! Elbows are on a... You can get about 90-degree bend here at the elbows, which is nice. So you can get him looking very sternly at some of the other Autobots in the way that they show disrespect. You can look down on Goldbug. Because everybody looks down on Goldbug. And wrists are on a swivel. Yay, swivel. Legs are actually ratcheted so they can hold a pose, which is really nice. And you can get about 90-degree bend here at the knee here. Sorry, hips are on a ratchet, which is very nice. You can also get the legs to go all the way out, so Demon Magnus can, in fact, do the splits. Which is very nice. And to get down to just some of the really cool details about this guy, a lot of this guy is done in red or blue plastic. There's very little much else that's actually done in a different color. Like, the legs are done in black and the thighs are just done in silver. Everything else is just red and blue with a wee bit of extra paint. And you can kind of see here, don't know how well my lighting is. Oh, that's hot. That is hot. There we go. They painted this piece from blue to red. So it's very thick. I don't know why they didn't just cast the entire thing out of red. That would have made more sense to me, but c'est la vie, whatever. Let's see here. You also get actually I forgot to mention this, you get a waist rotation as well, which is nice. The canopy here is done in the blue, with red here for the chest windows, which is very nice looking. Yeah, the very demon red chest. As per Ultra Magnus standards, you also get a purple, kind of purple, more like black Autobot logo. Well, I guess it would be purple on a red figure, just, yeah. The legs are mainly black with a wee bit of red and blue to break everything up. And you just have the truck cab, or the bottom half of the truck cab here on his caboose. So, for comparisons, put him over here. Here he is. There we go. Here he is with Shattered Glass Prime. And here he is with Ratchet. Shattered Glass Goldbug. Because I really don't want to transform this guy again. Move everything back. Just Prime's not firing at his foot. Here. And there we have our current Shattered Glass Autobots. And I wish we had more Decepticons, because we're still getting so many more Autobots. Oh. Actually, no, I think Blaster's our last one, and then the next three, I think, are Decepticons. Let's hope the last one is Soundwave, eh, folks? Alright, but that is it for how our Shattered Glass Autobots are. Let's take a look-see at a real Magnus, shall we? Here's Shattered Glass Magnus up against the duly apported upholder of the Tyrest Accord. And yes, I do have the DNA design upgrade kit here for the legs. I'm going to be getting it for this guy. I got it for the special, or like the darker gray. I needed the darker gray thighs for this guy, so I have I have that one coming out for this guy. I'm just gonna paint the. Thank God the feet are gray, so I can just paint everything black. And just so that he can also have the same amount of height as this guy. Just because these are dumpy legs, and these legs here you can actually get a very decent inward and outward with. Like, you can actually get him to bend the knees and make it seem logical. This, not so much. It's a nyeh. Doesn't even look like he's lifting up his foot. This looks like he's lifting up his foot. Dragging his foot has the strength to lift up the foot. And yeah, so that is it for that. Alright. Actually, I'm just going to take a minute here and talk about the comics with this guy, because please forgive me if I'm wrong here, because I'm not 100% sure on what they were going for with Shatterglass Magnus, but were they implying that he's a wee bit special? In terms of his attitude toward, like, I can understand being out of touch, but him flat out saying multiple times, hey, I do not get relationships. I do not understand being lied to. Like, he flat out says multiple times he doesn't understand people or bots lying to him. He doesn't get those inflections. Or what was the last thing? I forget the last thing. They're like the two things that, either that or they just flat out are making him a sociopath. And from what they've said, yeah, I think that's what they're going for. So disregard that entire last section there. Yeah, no, they're just making him a sociopath. Okay. Wait, is it sociopath or psychopath? I can never remember the two dichotomies there. Can't remember if it's a psychopath who doesn't understand human emotion or if it's the sociopath. In the comments, let me know. Yeah, so there he is with everything he comes with. And that's actually really cool looking. He looks like a demon ready to lead his wreckers into oblivion. And I wish we had have gotten Shattered Glass toys a little bit earlier, because the friggin' wrecker designs look awesome. Purple Springer looks cool, and we finally get to see a Rodimus with the devil stash. I want a black and red or a black and purple repaint of this car done in friggin' Nemesis Rodimus colors, because this would be awesome. But yeah, so alright, so let's get down to the transformation, shall we? This is the part that I'm pretty sure anybody who has any version of this mold does not enjoy, but here we are. Take away the weapons, and next we're just gonna strip them. Alright. Come on, you stupid. Come on. Yeah, some of the tolerances on this guy are a little bit of a pain in the butt. There we go. Damn shoulder wood kept coming out. There we go. And shaboing. And here we have Ultra Magnus. The big backpack. Alright, so we're just going to take a very quick stop at the transformation here just to talk about the core bot, because it is the exact same as like the same articulation as the big bot. Waist rotation here, head is on a ball joint, so you can actually get some pretty more decent up and down. Arms are all the way out and can go all the way in. The only difference is he traded his red paint job for a blue one. And quite honestly, this looks really nice. It looks a little bit better than the Earthrise or the Kingdom Ultra Magnus Corbot. Just because the blue looks much more menacing. I really like this. But so for to transform the core robot, you want to do what I just did. Unplug the sides of the arms and, well, flip that down. Flip this entire thing down and flip the head back. And you also want to rotate the crotch piece from the belt buckle to a flat nothing. Rotate the arms like so, and rotate the fists like that. So it looks like he's doing chicken wings. Then you want to extend the back here and rotate it all the way forward while closing in the legs, or the arms. Then you just fold up the legs, fold up the heel spurs, and connect the like so. And there you have him in truck mode. And we're going to take a look at this mode first, and then we'll deal with all this. So, it is an okay truck mode when you're looking at it front on. It looks okay. Does not look the greatest, but it looks okay. From the sides and the back, it is terrible, horrible. I do not like the vehicle mode for any Ultra Magnus because they did nothing with the hands, and the feet are at least like with an Optimus Prime. You can see how they had a perfect formula here for the legs and the feet, and hell, even the arms. Now, I understand time limitations and all that. However, on the other side, you had a perfect mold. You just had to add a couple extra stuff onto the mold. Like, if we were able to get this as the Corbot, and then have all this stuff being able to connect on to said Corbot, that would have been friggin' awesome. I dare say that would be stupendous. Wunderbar. And I know they were constrained by the budget, so they had to basically just reuse the Siege mold. But at least the Siege mode has the excuse of being bloody alien, so that it not really needing to hide itself into a vehicle mode. He's on bloody Earth. And he's trying to disguise himself. And yet this does a better job at looking like a truck than this thing does. Because it's an alien truck. Not an Earth truck. You see what I'm talking about here, yeah? Like, the difference is between the Siege Corbot and the Kingdom Corbot. Like I said, I try not to be negative in my videos. A toy is a toy, and you can like a toy for whatever faults it has, so long as you get enjoyment out of said toy. I unfortunately cannot get enjoyment out of the vehicle mode, and normally I love just playing around with the vehicle mode. I can enjoy this because I can turn my brain off and say, oh hey, this is a cool homage to a toy from 2001/2000. And it's also an alien truck, so I can believe that he's not, really disguised as anything. This is a small letdown. Very tiny letdown that I can kind of ignore for the sake of the core robot and the actual, Ultra Magnus figure itself being really cool. But that is my rant for the Corbot. But yeah, so here he is with Optimus Prime. And he's a wee bit taller than Prime, a wee bit bigger than Prime. So that's Here he is with Shatterglass Ratchet. Give him Murder Ratchet for the heck of it. Here he is with World's Worst Scout. And I ain't letting that go. I'm disappointed in Goldbug here. And here he is with the fastest piece of molten metal this side of Cybertron. If you see in the comics, you get the joke. Goodbye. Alright, so let's continue this pity party, shall we? So, you're going to want to remove the misciles and put the misciles off to the side again. And then you want to connect the stacks here together. Oop. Like so. And then you connect them right here. Ta-da! And close up the fists. Then you want to open up the entirety of the back here. And connect the missile launchers over here. L'action. Do it on the other side. And yes, I know I could skip past this. However, I want you to see how tedious this can be. Now, you take the entire chest section and you open it up like so and put in the arm pieces like so. Like so. And then you take this three-pronged section here of the chest. You slot it into the port that's here. There's a port right here, and then a slot that goes right here. So you just connect everything together like that, and like that, like so. And then I just raise everything up. And then you want to connect this little hook here onto these clamps. So you can clamp them. You clamp them together. And you clamp them together. You clamp them together. So clamp together, you dingus. Sheesh. Frustrating when actors don't want to act properly. Ugh. Oh, for the love of it. Screw it. Oh, for the love of it. 1 second, guys. Alright, and we're back. So, here we have him in what they're calling a car carrier mode. I mean, I can kind of see it. Like, I can put Goldbug here. And, I mean, heck, I can put, big enough for me to put Override right here. And then have Goldbug sitting like that. I can kind of see it, but I also can't. I don't get it. Why would you call it a car carrier when it can't carry any damn cars? Also, and here's just a small problem that I find with just the design period. Why does a car carrier have missiles on the side? Weird. But anywho, yeah, it really doesn't add anything aside from, oh, hey, here's a giant block of plastic with a wee bit of red that's flowing at the back here. And then, you know, it doesn't hide the hands. Here he is again with the siege mold, and at least with the siege mold, it hides the hands. And I can believe that this whole back section here is just random alien gobbledygook, because it's not trying to be anything else but a bunch of alien gobbledygook. This is trying to be a car carrier from Earth. This is trying to be some long-ass vehicle that we don't understand its function. Just again, I don't like being negative in my reviews. I really don't. I actually despise when I get negative about a toy. But I just can't with this thing. I do not like the Earthrise mold. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have said that they do not like the Earthrise mold, and I have to agree with them. I got this guy because I love the Shattered Glass Ultra Magnus design. not for the vehicle. So I'm missing out on half of the toy just to get a character that I enjoy reading about. And that's not what you should get a toy for. You should get it to enjoy the entire aspects of the toy. But that's not what we got here. We got a wee bit cheated by Hasbro. In my opinion, I want to stress that a whole lot. Should you... The bottom line question here is, should you get this toy? I'm still going to have to say yes. Because even though, like, this don't look good. It don't look good at all. The pros from robot mode and just the style and everything that you get with the weapons and some of the accessories. Like, this head here is... Yeah, I didn't make a whole big thing of it, but this looks really cool as well. Like, you can legitimately just kind of have him riding around with a Magnus head on top and just say, yeah, that's what I'm doing here. You can still get a lot of fun out of this thing. It's just not in vehicle mode because you have to have like all the the annoying thing about playing with this figure is, quite honestly, the transformation to get the trailer. That was annoying. It took me about an extra minute or two to get everything lined up properly because they got rid of what made this one connect so well. Actually having the stacks connect to the back half of the trailer. But yeah, that is it for Shatterglass Ultra Magnus. Again, I would recommend getting this toy for the robot mode and for the character and the evil that this guy exudes. Don't get it for the vehicle mode, because unfortunately the vehicle mode is that. But that is it for today's review. I apologize for getting a little bit negative there at the back end of that, but I just wanted to say thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.